I love ya. This is Yeyefini. Where in the world is Yeyefini? Yeyefini is actually in Northern California. Where in the world is Yeyefini? Yeyefini is actually talking about the Odu of Odi Meji. This is our new way of doing Teaching Tuesdays. Teaching Tuesdays is my way of sharing with you my thoughts, my life, my ideas about spirit and the passion that I have. And so today we're speaking about Odi Meji, since Odi Meji is the ruling Odu of the year. And some of you have already followed me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as to the reading of the year that I perform every year. And someone called me and told me that the same Odu that I got, Odi Meji, was the one that was given in the Lukumi community and in I think it was in England, but anyway, Odi Meji came up. So I was like, oh my goodness, everybody. So that's what, everything is in divine order. This is a number 11 year. And in an 11 year, it's a year that everything is just aligned for our success. So this is a year that's going to be fabulous. Everybody's going to have an opportunity to get everything and receive all of the blessings that they want. Because all you have to know is connect that you are the divine, and you can pull all of that energy from the universe. And number 11 is conspiring because it's one of the major numbers. And so this year you will become your own guru, your own master. So you're the master of your own destiny. So with Odi Meji, I'm so excited for that Odu because it came in Ire, thank goodness. Which means that this is an opportunity for us, number one, to tap into the power of women, of the Iyami. And so the Iyami and the mothers, the divine presence, and we can see already is happening in the world, where women are speaking, the actions of women is having an impact on the way and the direction in which the world is going in appreciation. And so with this Odi Meji is saying here that today I want to talk about one of the apatekis, or the stories that emphasizes what Odi Meji talks about. And so the proverb says, those who do things the right way or correctly will always have a correct way of understanding themselves. So do the correct thing and everything correct will come out. So it says that this is the year where the apateki is that one upon a time. You know, I like to do the little apatekis and the stories in a very colorful way. And so it was the time when it's said that this Odu talks about where the hole was first dug. And so that's one of the reasons why the reading of the year says that we should feed the earth. We must feed the earth for prosperity and abundance, to thank the earth for all of the good things that are happening to us and that has happened for us, and thank the earth for last year and affirming this year. And so I will give how to do this particular ritual. But back to the story. The apateki is that once upon a time, there was this couple, that this man and this woman, that were having an affair. And so in having this affair, as you see, affairs have been going on since the beginning of time. And so they were having this affair, and so they wanted to run away and get married and all of this stuff. And as life would have it, they plotted together and says, oh, I love you, I can't live without you. Let's go. And see, back then, let's short up on the story. And so they decided that they're going to conspire and get this plan going where they're going to elope and move to another town. But before they do that, they're going to make believe that the lady died. And so back then, they didn't bury people in graves. They just left them out, and so that the buzzards, the sacred birds of Oshun, who are the Kole, would come and take their energy and their essence to the heavens. And so they ran off and decided, okay, we're going to meet in this other town, and when we get up there, we'll link up. But for now, you died. And so they took this herb that made the woman go almost like she was comatose, like she was dead. And so they put her on the hill where they put all of the dead. Well, in the middle of the night, she decided, and she got up and she went to the other town and met the man. So she and him got together. They were living nice and happy. And this woman used to sell okra in the market. And so she went on to the other town, and she met up with the man, and they continued their life together. And one day, while she was in the market, she changed her name and everything. So no one in the town knew her by her old name. And so one day, her son went to the town to buy in the market. And his son saw his mother, and he called her by her name, and she turned around, and he says, "That is my mother." And they ran to her, and they beat her, and they persecuted her, and of course, she was killed. And so then they said, from now on, we are going to dig the hole and put the dead in and cover them. And that was the birth of that. So it says that this is where the hole was first dug. And so this year is saying that this is a year that anything that's believed to be conspiring and against and plotting against the norm, because I mean, you don't want to be with someone, you just let them know, look, peace, we're going to have a divorce, we're rolling out, or whatever. Or get together with the family and see what is the reason why the two married people were not doing what it is that they were supposed to do, be it rituals, be it sometimes people come into our lives for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And it might have been the time for them to just go. But to leave that way and conspiring and leaving her son and telling the husband some other stuff. So anyway, so as the story went on, that was the end of how people were just left out in the open to when they were dead. So that was the birth of that. So this year is saying that make sure that be careful of doing things with 3 people. Don't be the third person in any situation. You could be the second, the only, or the fourth, but not the third, because in this Odu it says that there's be conspiracy, and there's always going to be one person plotting, and be careful that you don't end up being the person that loses. So with the Odi Meji is also saying be careful of floods. This is the reading of the year, and if you want any more information on that Odu, go to my website, yeyefini.com, and you can see it, or as well as my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that I have my blog talk show on Sunday, 2 days ago, that I went into great detail about the Odu, and this is the Odu of the world that I'm talking about. And then, of course, I did the reading on the United States, which is spectacular, and the one on the diaspora is even more tremendous. So that's the ritual, and so this year is saying for us to dig a hole ourselves so that we can be able to feed the earth, and that the things that we want will sprout, and that Mother Earth will give it to us. So you're going to dig a hole. First, you're going to go and you're going to find a location. And if you have the ability of reading or knowing how to throw obi, to say yes or no, or if you have a pendulum or something that you use to check the energy vibration around you, you can use that. And so you go and you find a spot, a location that is sacred to you, and you let the Mother Earth know that you're going to give offerings to the earth in giving thanks for the things that you have done and you've received last year that you will receive this year. So you're doing it for you're doing your blessings forward as well. And so you dig this, or you come, and that is the place that the pendulum or the Odu said, this is the spot. You dig a hole, maybe about 2 feet. Yeah, maybe 1.5 feet wide. And then you're going to have with them at least 7 different plates of food. You can have eggs, meat, grains, bread, water, sugar, cornmeal, any of the things that you think, or cooked food. You can have rice, beans, anything that you want to offer, but you're not going to offer anything rotten, because Mother Earth would not want anything rotten. And so you're going to pray for yourself and your family, and everyone proceed to pass the grains over them, praying for abundance. Drop it in the hole. Drop it in the hole, and just keep praying for the things that you want and that you've had in your life, because you're feeding Mother Earth. And then you cover it. The oldest person is there should cover it, and then put a candle on it, and everyone can pray for the strength of what it is that you want this year. You can do this a couple of times for the year. Another ritual and ceremony that's very important to do this year is to bless your ori. Bless your head, because this is the most important orisha, the most important essence, the thing that connects you, your meridian, to what's going on in the world. And so you're going to feed your ori, be it with a coconut that you paint white, and you pass it over your head, and you take it someplace and says, I'm disposing of anything that's holding my head back from thinking positive and from making the right choices, and you take it somewhere and put it in a bag and you break it. Or you can get a head rogation by one of the priests to align your chakra, which is coconut. It could be done with coconut, cola nut, animal, all of that, where you would know if you're involved in this faith. But to feed the ori is very, very important. But most importantly is this is the year for us to, in the world, to really just give honor and praise to our mothers, our birth mothers, our godmothers, our mother figures, and to the Iyami. For those of you who are involved in this practice, We do feedings every month to the Iyami, to giving thanks and praises to the women, to the power of women, the ability that women have that came on earth to be the first force of giving life, that we are the connection to God, that the expression and the thing that we hold the most sacred is humanity, is human being, is the survival of us as a species. And so the Iyami are those mothers who are rising up now and letting women come out and speak out about molestation and speaking out about the things, the infractions that have been done, known and unknown, directly, indirectly. That's the force that's coming. The Iyami are coming forth to help us, to help the world, both men and women, to come together and to recognize that the power and the sacredness of women is going to guarantee that our humanity will continue to evolve, and we will reconnect ourselves to the value of each other. And so when we heal one woman, we heal an entire family. When we heal all women, we heal the entire world. So for me today, I just wanted to come together and give you that Teaching Tuesday. You know, Teaching Tuesday is my way of sharing with you some of the things that I do in my life, and I just share it with everyone else, because my intention and what I always believe is that everyone that I have the benefit of knowing and seeing and being in my life, they bring me something, and I bring them something else, and that is the connection to the spirit of the universe, the Orisha, the God that lives in you connects to someone else, and everyone that connects to you is bringing you something for you to grow. And every prayer that you make, everything that you say, oh, I wish I could have such and such, it comes to you. And this year, it's coming to us with such a powerful vibration. We're going to have a lot of instances that we call coincidences, but they're really not. They're just alignment. So when you wake up and you say, oh, Batala, I wish I could get some, or Oshun, or Shango, I'm going for this job, I know it's going to turn, just make the affirmation. That's what the prayer is. It's just stated as it is, that as it has happened already, and that you are the energy that is bringing this forth and connecting to the universe. So those two rituals of feeding the earth, feeding your head is very important. Feed your car this year with Odi Meji. Feed your car. Make sacrifice to your car. You could do it to Ogun and put it on both bumpers, the back and the front, and the tires, so that you don't get into accidents and hurt yourself and maim. As well as you could do it with palm oil, liquor, honey, and you're making the statement that Ogun, who's the Orisha, that every morning we get up and we open the faucet. That's Ogun, is made of metal. We get in our cars or our buses, made of metal. This year also is saying that if you're traveling overseas, in airplanes especially, to do rituals, to do a ball, to make sure that when you get there, you are the expression of what it is that you want. And so that you can be the blessed expression of everything that you anticipated in receiving, and to receive back from the people or the places that you're going. And then, of course, for safety and your own safety, making it going there safely. So again, this is Yeyefini. Where in the world is Yeyefini? I'm actually in Northern California, in the Bay Area. And so if you're interested in seeing me, or just reach out to me at yeyefini.com or 888-419-5848. You can call me and we can talk and see if you would like to see me, if you want a consultation, or just to hang out, because I'm looking for yoga practice, I'm looking for friends, I'm looking for some nice vegan restaurants, I'm looking for some live food, all of the good stuff that y'all know that I like to keep me looking fabulous, and making sure that I'm doing what it is that I came on earth to do, which is to empower the people, to empower themselves, and use this empowerment to change the world. So thank you again. This is Yeyefini. Where in the world is Yeyefini? In Northern California. See you soon. Odabo, see you next Tuesday, because now I'm going to try to do all of my Teaching Tuesdays on live video. Okay, Odabo, and share it with your friends. Odabo.